Hello, welcome to the Scarlet Owl Tavern. I don't usually get to say that because I don't usually intro tavern FPSs. And I also haven't had. Is this. No, this is my second tavern FPS. I'm Tyird Penguin. You can call me Pengu because that is my name and I exist. I'm here with the wonderful worldwide. The wonderful worldwide.
I am worldwide.
You're worldwide.
Hi, my name is Rocky Cherrypick. You can call me whatever you want. Um, and I'm um I'm playing story today. Good morning. I'm worldwide.
I forgot to say who I'm playing. I'm playing Tyird. I love that I named them Tyird. Have I mentioned that I love that? I love that.
It's silly.
It's so silly.
You
Tyird.
want to just get right into it?
Yeah! I had an idea for how to
Yeah.
start. Did you have an idea for how to start?
I was just gonna ask you where you are and then go from there. So, by all means, take the stage.
Alrighty. Tyird usually comes into the tavern with their little sketchbook, and they will take a seat in the corner of the tavern and ask to draw people. That is what they do, and they all they ask for in exchange is maybe money or chalky milk. They like chocolate milk a lot. I need chocolate milk. Anyway, so they ask to draw people. And today they are sitting in their little corner of the tavern. However, since they won the birthday games, I can't believe they won that. I'm very happy. Uh they are remembering the gay little shapeshifter that is Story. Nick's Story.
Yep.
And Tyird has been thinking a lot about that gay little shapeshifter, that little thing. And
Hey, little
Tyird
shapeshifter.
Tyird is very small. They don't have a lot of room in their head for thoughts, and they prefer to have their thoughts be filled with stuff like drawing and I want chalky milk and what am I? So the fact that their thoughts are mostly consumed by story is a bit of a problem. So today, they get up and they put their little foot down, their little plush foot, and they say that they're gonna look for that shapeshifter. And they assume that they have to brave the upstairs that they have not been
Mm-hmm.
because they assumed it was an employees only area.
Mm-hmm. Well, so your first step then is your first idea is to go straight upstairs then, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you do an investigation once you get up the top of the staircase? Let's
Yippee!
see what you can find. If you can find any sign of story.
Yippee! Plus 2. 17.
Hmm. So, what does Tired know about story right now? Um, Other than gay little shapeshifter.
Hmm. Sciency.
Sciency?
Gay
Sciency.
sciency little shapeshifter.
Gay sciency little shapeshifter. Yeah, that's about it. Um, she boiled them down to their bare essentials. Hmm.
Yippee!
Sorry. Anyway, right. So, hmm.
They're gonna
I imagine
follow
you,
this.
mhm.
I just said they're gonna follow the smell of science. What were you gonna say?
Follow the smell of science.
I have
I
you.
imagine you tread up the staircase rather carefully, rather nervously. It's like you
Mm-hmm.
said, um, forbidden. You've never been up there. You don't know what's up there at all.
The Forbidden
Um,
Zone.
but it's no one's attention is really on the staircase right now anyway, so you don't really have trouble. And even if you, even if anyone saw you, I don't think they'd care. So,
They are
um,
doing like a funny little tiptoe sneaky sneak.
yeah, little piano notes playing.
Yeah.
Um, you tiptoe right up the stairs, and once you get up top, you're spat out into a hallway. And there's there's doors, plenty of them. Um,
Mm.
but hmm, you don't really see much up here. It's pretty. there's not really anyone coming and going right now. Um, but what you do see is a comical trail of nuts and bolts leading down the hall.
That's a sciency thing. They know that somehow. They're
You've seen it in your pictures.
they've seen it in their pictures. And they will follow the nuts and bolts. I think they're gonna like kind of put their face down to the ground following the nuts and bolts trail,
Hmm.
their tail in
All
the
right.
air wagging.
Um, and once you're about like halfway, maybe three-quarters down the full hallway, um, you you want to do me a perception, actually?
Yes, please. What is their perception? I forgot I like actually gave them passable uh intelligence and wisdom scores. 12.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna do this.
Oh, 7.
Oog. Okay. Um, I think I'm gonna half give this to you. Um, you you're following this trail of nuts and bolts down the hallway, and then part of the way through, um, you kind of hear something kind of like tap tap tapping ahead of you. Um, and if you do you look up or you just keep going?
They do look up. Their little ferrety ears twitch.
Well, you see right ahead of you, about 2 feet shorter, um, this little robot with a red TV head is padding down the hallway, picking up these bolts and putting them in a little bag that they are carrying. And it doesn't seem to notice you at all. In fact, it's going to walk right into you.
Oh, it's Tyird is soft and plush.
You just let that happen?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, then mid they pick up a bolt, take another few steps forward and knock right into you. And then he goes, "Oh, oh."
Uh,
And the few of the bolts that it were carrying, that it was carrying, just kind of like flatter out, and the bag starts spilling a bit, but it catches most of it.
Tyir's just gonna go,
Whoops! Eat Daisy.
hi!
Hello.
Are you picking these up?
Pardon. E. Yes.
Can I help?
E. Yes.
Big smile. And they're gonna start picking up bolts.
Uh, Whenever you move over to pick up a bolt, 8 will toddle on right up next to you and hold the bag open.
Yippee! Teamwork.
Uh, and I'll just give this to you. You notice at the bottom of this little bag, it's like a little itsy bitsy little sack. At the bottom of it, there is a hole that has been quite shoddily repaired by some duct tape.
Oh, I can fix that. They point at the hole.
Oh, would you
They nod. And
please thank you?
I have established, and I want to keep up with this and not forget it, that Tyird cast spells using their little drawing book. So they're gonna kind of like,
Yeah, like scribble. Sorry, like scribble nuts.
yeah. I've never actually watched that, but I know the concept. So they pull out their drawing book and kind of like draw out a little patch and cast mending. And that little patch kind of poofs off their drawing book and sews into the bag.
Uh, 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 wow. Yep, yep, thank you
Their
so
tail is
much.
wagging. Their tail is wagging. They're so happy.
Perfect.
Yay!
And then 8 ties a quick little knot around the bag, um, holds it behind their back with one arm, and sticks out its little hand with the other and goes, little 8-bit you.
Oh, is that your name?
Yes,
Oh, I'm tired. And they will shake little eight's hand.
take a nap then.
My name is Tyird. Tyird.
Oh, apolog- ap- apolog- sorry.
It's okay. Other people have said that too.
Oh, less sorry.
Sorry. Their tail is still wagging. They're just happy.
What? What are you doing up here? Normally, I have seen you downstairs only.
Oh, well, I was trying to look for and they kind of think a little, tap their little foot. Nick's story, the shapeshifter. It was their birthday recently.
And a little exclamation point pops up on its little screen, and it goes, "Oh, me too,
Oh,
me too."
so we can both look for Nick's story.
Well, I am waiting
Waiting?
for him.
Oh.
Yes,
They're gonna take
follow.
follow. They will follow.
And it turns around and pads off to the direction it came from. Um, and eventually you are led to a another door. This is the other side of the lab. Um, and it kind of like gets to the doorknob and looks at you expectantly.
They kind of look at little eight and look at the doorknob and go, "Oh, I'm taller than you. I'm not used to that." And they're gonna try and grab the. They're gonna hop up and grab the doorknob.
One of my silliest traits. And then it marches right on in.
They don't understand why it's silly, but they still giggle.
Right. And this is your first time seeing the lab, Tired. Um,
Yeah.
8 marches right on in, like it's a second home, which it kind of is. And it's very, very crowded in here, very messy. There's blueprints and oil and wrenches and more nuts and bolts and just pieces of scrap metal and whatnot, just littered everywhere. There is barely any table space. Every surface has something on top of it. Um, and 8 marches over to this little step stool on the side of one of these tables, uh, steps right up onto it, and then knocks over something, probably like a mug or something, onto the floor, and then plops down the bag of bolts.
Tyird is gonna try and catch that thingy.
Deck save.
Yippee!
Or just Dex, I think.
Uh, Dex. Their Dex save is better. Can I roll save?
Sure.
Okay. 22.
Easily. It had some drink in it as well. There's something in there, but so it would have spilled all over.
They
Good
catch it.
job. Hmm.
And then
Perfect. You catch it perfectly.
they hold it back up to little 8.
Oh, I don't want that.
Oh. They look inside it.
It's some liquid.
What is
Can
it? Sorry.
Tyird smell?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
Hmm.
Let's say yes.
It smells like vinegar.
I love the smell of vinegar, so I'm gonna say Tyird also
I
likes the smell of
also
vinegar.
I also love the smell of vinegar.
It's so good.
Mm.
But they do kind of sniff it and then they say like, "What is it?"
I don't know. I don't drink.
Oh.
Not mine. No. No. Mouth.
Oh. That makes sense. Is this mixed stories?
Probably.
I'm gonna roll a d2. Does mixed story like sharing?
Three little dots appear on the screen, just in succession. Dot dot dot. And then it goes, yes.
Would mixed story mind if I have a sip because this is a new thingy and I like new things?
Not at all.
They're gonna take a little sip.
Would you enjoy the taste of straight vinegar? Do you want to roll a con?
I'm gonna roll a con. I don't think they'd like it. It smells so good, but alas. Con. What's your con, baby? 1. 12.
You can handle it, but it's not good. Um,
They stick their
it,
tongue out a little.
no good.
Mm. Not really. It
Try
smells good,
it
but it's.
a second time to be sure.
Well, that seems reasonable enough. They're gonna take another sip.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's not great. They set it back up on its spot. It's... They blink at that sound. Did that come from 8?
It did.
They blink at 8 and just. Oh.
What?
That was a funny sound.
All of a sudden there is a laugh track and then the sound of applause.
They bounce on their feet a little.
I can do more. Sleepy.
Ooh, sleepy. Oh! Oh, is that me? Is that me?
Eat. Yes.
They're starry eyed. They look delighted.
And 8 looks very, very proud.
Their tails wagging.
Okay. Do you want to do a perception for me then?
Yes. I was about to say I think they would take another look around the room. Uh, perception. 20. Oh, nat 20.
Okay, not 20. Not 20. So I'll give you a
Pathology
few things for
seekers.
that then. So your aim is to look around the room, so I'll give you that first. Um,
Uh-huh.
is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Sciency stuff.
Well, there sure is a shit ton of it. Um, I'll tell you for certain though. The room seems to be divided in. Um, a big portion of the room is mechanical, metal, welding, and some of the smaller robotic parts. It's all that sort of thing. And the other side of the room seems to be focused on alchemy and potions and chemicals and chemistry and the like.
Ooh. That reminds
And
them.
like I said, both seemed like a mess.
The chemical side of
Hmm.
stuff reminds them of Miss Chloe's little lab area. So they kind of.
Wait,
They kind.
wait, have you been in the lab before?
Chloe gave them potions at one point.
From the lab?
I don't remember. I think so.
If it, then you've been here before. That
Oh,
is Chloe's lab.
they it clicks in their head now that they've gotten that nat 20 perception, and they kind of like waddle over to that half of the room and go, "Oh, I've been here."
A little question mark appears on Aid's face, and it tilts its little head.
Miss Chloe gave me potions in here.
What?
Yeah, one of them made me go all slippy slidey and I got to slide down a hill. The other one made it so I couldn't see for a minute. That one was less fun.
Why?
Because she needed a test subject.
Sleepy. How old are you?
I have no idea.
Huh.
They seem unbothered.
Did you have fun?
Uh-huh. The slip and slide one was really fun.
Good. It goes. Good. And I'll Oh, did you have something?
I was gonna say, I think Tyird like thinks for a moment and goes, Miss Chloe asked me how old I was too, but I don't know. Is that important for doing test subject stuff?
Maybe. I'm told. So,
Oh. Maybe I should figure out how old I am.
I am 5 years old.
Oh.
Maybe 6.
Happy maybe birthday.
Thank you. Ask Talltale later.
Okay. How old? How old? Wait. That's tall tale. I know what that is. A tall tale is like a story. So that's mixed story. Okay. I'm smart.
Yes.
How old is mixed story?
Um, um,
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh. They kind of blink. Huh.
Older than me.
Mixed story seems like an adult. I think.
It shrugs and nods, and there's like a this like yeah.
Tyird doesn't have a high bar for adults.
Okay. Um.
I don't.
Well, writing off of that nat 20. Um.
Yeah?
I will tell you that you do hear a familiar voice from the other side of the room than when you came in from. Um. It just like through the door. You hear Story saying something.
Yeah?
Pardon, hang on.
Okay.
Sorry. I just dropped something. Hang on.
Oh. I will take a sip of my Powerade. I don't know why I muted myself. That doesn't help in OBS,
Okay.
so.
It does not. All right, you hear Story going, yeah, I'll get to it later. Sorry, just give me a minute.
Huh?
Uh I hope that still sounds funny when I do that.
That did sound funny.
Sweet. um
Tyred's ear twitches towards the sound.
and the door is kicked open and Story is holding a box that seems to be moving and shouting over her shoulder. Um And she goes, yeah, no, okay, yeah, I promise. And then kicks the door shut. Okay, jeez. Oh.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. Hey, what is new? Friend. Really?
I'm
Oh,
a friend.
okay.
Hi, I was at your birthday party thingy. I got to cut the first slice of cake.
Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, you did. You did, didn't you? Um, sweet. Hang on. And it's obvious that he's kind of struggling with whatever is in this box.
Oh, do you need
It
help?
kind of jolts a little.
Oh,
No. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Um,
okay.
what? What's up? What's up, little guy?
I was looking for
What was your
you.
name again?
Tired.
Tired.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Little A called me
Yeah. What?
sleepy.
Yeah, it does that. I do that.
Tail wiggle.
It looks very proud.
Yay.
So, you were looking for me? You need what's up?
Well, I wanted to ask you about your changing stuff.
They suddenly seem a little shy.
Uh, about what?
You're changing stuff, like when you made your arm really long, and some you look different.
Oh, yeah. um, what about? Oh, hey. What? Sorry. Let me set this down. Sure. How strong are you?
Not very.
Me neither. How heavy are you?
They look at theirself all plushy.
Not very.
Noted. Um, ate the bags. And eight nods. Well, it goes hug. And it nods. Um, and then it picks up that little bag full of nuts and bolts from earlier. Um, and tosses it over to Story, and then digs through a pile and it tosses another and another and another. And now there's like it's not a lot of weight, but it's enough. Um, a decent amount of bags placed onto this little, uh, decently sized, uh, shaking cardboard box. Uh, and then it just kind of it struggles a bit, and then Story leans against it and goes, "Oh, okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Sorry, what was it again?"
I wanted to ask about your changing stuff.
Yeah. What about it?
How do you do that?
Ooh, see, um, it's why?
Little fidget with their hands.
Curious.
Story can roll
Yeah, that's fair.
insight.
Um, Story will roll insight. It's a fucking +6. All of my rolls are +6. Who gives a shit?
Goodness
Nat 20.
gracious gravy. Well, now I gotta think about it. More than I had. Uh, Tyird seems a little shy, despite the...
Oh, it was a +3, so it's a 23. Sorry. For
Oh,
once, I got it wrong.
that's still a nat 20. That's still a nat 20. Tyird seems a little shy and perhaps a little starstruck. Oh, they think you're cool. They think you're cool. Story, they think you're cool.
I think it clicks. I think it clicks. I think there's a moment where they go, "Oh. Oh, this little guy thinks I'm awesome."
Yeah.
Well. Uh, and Story was curious, you said. Curious? Oh, well, I mean, I'll tell you whatever you need then. I mean, I'm pretty curious myself. Uh, well, how do I put this? I don't know. I don't know. I just do it. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I just do it. I've been able to do it since I was small. Small.
Whoa. You can just do it whenever you want?
Yep, whenever I want.
That's really cool.
Very little restrictions, and you know what? I could do anything. I could, whatever you can imagine, I could probably do it.
Can you look like me?
Yeah. in an instant, in a heartbeat. There's a matching little Tyird on the other side of the room.
Ah, they bounce on their
The
feet.
only, the only difference is, the eyes.
They look very happy.
Easy.
How small can you be?
Easy. Pretty small. Pretty small.
How
I
big
could
can
be a
you be?
bug. I could be very large.
Ooh.
Haven't found a limit yet. I'll just say that. And they like look at their um non-existent nails and like
They're eating this up, aren't they?
yep.
And Tyird is also eating this up because they think this is one of the coolest darn things they've ever seen.
8 on the other side of the room is rolling its eyes.
I, I just imagine like 8 manifesting like digital like googly eye looking to roll those eyes.
Yep, exactly.
Wonderful. And Tyird is like still bouncing on their feet.
What, you got any more requests? Anything else?
What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing to be?
I don't know. I don't know. um,
Oh.
I don't know. I as long as it's something else.
Something else?
And just as quickly, story gets larger again, assuming the form of like a sort of plush-looking dragon.
Lovely. Plushy looking.
Hmm?
Tyird is still looking up at you starry eyed, and they see that you have chosen to remain plushy as you have shapeshifted, and they tilt their head a little.
You know what? I just found this out because of the way that this place is, but I can do art styles too.
Ooh. I wish I could do that.
Oh yeah, it's so cool and amazing, isn't it?
It is. Mm,
Oh, well, you weren't supposed to agree that quick. Well,
oh,
anyway.
I wasn't? I'm sorry.
No. You're doing fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh.
They seem confused.
Uh, but yeah, no, that's um all there is to it, I guess. I could
So.
do objects also.
Ooh. Object. Hmm.
They kind of hum a little.
Um.
Mhm.
That's cool.
They kind of look at Chloe's side of the lab and fidget with their hands again.
Miss Chloe gave me potions that do magic stuff. Is there a potion that lets people do the changing stuff like you?
Um, uh, um, I wouldn't, uh, I'm, uh, hang on. Um,
Okay.
and story begins to like, uh, story goes over to the other side of the room where Chloe's stuff is and, begins to rifle through another loose box. Um, and if you can do an insight if you'd like.
Absolutely. They're also probably gonna like follow along a little. What's your insight, Llewyn? I can type. 3. Dirty 20.
30, 20. Um, story is just kind of moving things in this box. They're not really grabbing anything or active. It doesn't look like they're looking for anything at all. Um, they're kind of just buying time.
They tilt their head, and they aren't gonna say anything yet, but Story is definitely being studied.
um, I will say actually, it instead of looking at the box, they keep darting their eyes over toward you.
They wave it. They wave at him.
I just a second.
Okay.
uh, well, and he straightens himself up again, leans against the box once more, and goes, well, I mean, we could. There's probably something, something that does that somewhere, but I'm not exactly the potions guy yet. Yet, I'm not the potions guy yet.
Oh.
I'm working on it.
They
Uh,
look. They look back at what they are now assuming is. Well, they look back at where little 8 is.
You do techie stuff.
if you want to call it that, yeah, sure.
What is it called?
Uh, techie stuff, I guess.
Oh.
I don't have a name for it. I just call it science, even though it's
Okay.
a different kind of science.
Hey. Because Miss Chloe does potiony stuff and you do techie stuff, but it's both science stuff.
Yep, that's science, baby.
Cool. I don't know a lot of science stuff.
Well, lucky for you, you're in a lab today. So, I mean, I'm not really doing anything important. Hang on. And Story moves over to a another corner of the lab, um, picks up a brick and puts it on top of that box from before. Uh, dusts her hands off and goes, anyway, like I said, lucky for you, you're in a lab today. And I'm not doing anything. They look toward the box. Important.
They also look at the box and look back at Story. They're gonna roll another insight.
And for sure roll another insight. Give me what you get, and then
Oh, that's a
I'll
nat
have
one.
it's a net one. Okay. Well, you can't parse anything at all, I'll say that. I will give you this though. 8 stands up from where they were sitting, just kind of like kicking its legs back and forth. Um, and it goes, "Yes, you are." What do you mean? I do not have anything today.
What are you doing?
You promised. Uh,
You
um,
gotta keep promises. I know that for sure.
I well, it's not like I could work on it immediately anyway. I've got um some other stuff to wait on, so we can just leave it alone for now.
Is it something I could help
You
with? I don't know a lot of science stuff, but I know some.
um hmm
Like, I know how to be a
not
good.
not this time.
Oh,
Not for this thing. Not for this thing. This is a bit different.
I know how to be a good test subject. I told Miss Chloe that too.
Oh, hey, you and I have that in common then.
Oh!
They see the tail wiggle.
Um 8 just one more time speaks up and goes, "You said today." Yeah, I did. I'll get to it. Just, I've been running around all day. Let me have some fun for a second.
they they look at 8.
Uh, 8 makes eye contact with you, does a silly little wave like, hi, and then looks back at the story and says, bastard. And then it sits back down, pulls out a little comic from its cyberspace and begins to read.
What does that word mean?
Nothing, nothing important.
Well, all words mean something, unless they're made up. Was that a made up word?
They kind of yell back at little 8.
Evil word.
Oh. What's it mean?
Then why'd you say it at me? Uh, it means they're mad at me.
Oh. Because you're not doing your promise right away?
Because I'm not doing my promise right away.
You should do your promise, McStory.
Well, if I do that, I'm gonna have to kick you out the lab.
Oh.
They seem very conflicted. They kind of
Come
look down at their
on,
feet.
just a little while won't hurt. I'll still get to it today.
Mm,
Besides, I got
does,
new music to work to.
does it have to do with the box?
Box? What box? What are you? No,
The
I
box you
no.
brought in. That you had to hold
The
closed. Is there
the
a
I
thingy in there?
well, not really. There's not really anything in there at all. The box jolts and shudders and
There
flings.
is a thingy! There's so
I listen. How
thingy.
about we can do some other science? See how you liked Chloe's stuff, right? How about we do some other science?
They pout a little, but they do want to do science.
Okay.
I have a question for you, actually, if you'll
Ooh,
entertain me.
okay.
And Story's just right back into that form from before, the one that they use most often. Um, and she goes, um, your your tune clearly.
I think so.
But, and I've met a few animated dolls and stuff before. But, most of them are a bit ugh. But you're like a little just there's like a they gesture widely at you.
The story
um
can roll an investigation if they'd like.
I'd like to.
Yes, please.
Not great. That's a 9 total.
Not great. Yeah, they sure do look plushy toon.
You're like blush, and I don't. There's the obvious excuse of being animated, being toon, but you. Okay, cutting. I'll just cut to the chase. Weird question right off the bat. Do you have bones?
They kind of like wiggle their arm, and it's strange. Like the movement of the arm is as if there should be bones in there, but you
Sorry,
can
repeat that. You
tell.
cut out.
Oh, sorry. The movement of the arm is as they like wiggle their arm looks like there should be bones in there, like they kind of do like bend at the elbow, but it's still a bit too fluid. Like you could tell they probably could just noodle them, but for some reason they don't.
You
I have no idea.
Did I cut out? Hold.
cut out a
Peck a
bit
Discord.
at the
Hold on.
end.
Peck. Peck. Peck.
There.
Hold on, I'm pausing the recording. This is glitchy.
We good now?
Recording resumed.
Okay.
Last thing I said. Oh, yeah. If Tyird has bones, Tyird just looks and goes, wiggles their arm and then goes,
I have no idea.
And then you said something about like it bending at the elbow, but then something else.
oh, yeah, it does bend at the elbow and looks like it's moving like there should be bones in there, but it's a bit too fluid, and you can tell they probably could noodle him if they wanted to, but for some reason they don't.
Hmm. Are you just like I'm you were curious about me. I'm curious about you. I'm honestly curious about everyone in this peckin' place. It's just so odd how everyone me too, how everyone works.
I haven't met a lot of people.
Well, there's plenty in the tavern. A few kind of similar to you.
Oh, I did meet one other plushy person. Road. I met Road, but they didn't know what they were either.
Road, road, road.
They nod.
Do you know them?
Is that the one who? I think they chased me down with an axe.
Oh, yeah, they have an axe. They let me jingle the bell on it.
Oh, and they have a bell. Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. They were nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Why did they chase
Well,
you?
you know what? To this day, not very clear. I don't know.
Oh.
But I was chased, so not really the best first impression, but whatever. Water under the bridge.
They tilt their head at you.
Anyway, hmm, how old are you?
I have no idea. Everyone asks me that.
It's because you're pretty short.
Oh. Well, little 8 is short, and they said they're 5, maybe 6. Oh, do you know how old little 8 is? They said to ask you that.
Oh, 8, you're 6. There's a thumbs up from behind the paper.
Oh, happy birthday!
Do 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 do. I think so. Anyway, I'd have to do the math again. I don't want to do the math. Whatever. I'll get back to you on that 8. Presumably 6.
How old are you?
20.
Oh, you are an adult.
Did you think I wasn't? Do I?
No, I thought you were, and now I know I'm right.
All right. Does someone else say that I'm not?
Little 8 kind of made a face when I said you seemed like an adult.
Oh, it did, huh? It's just like that because we grew up together.
Oh.
But they like visibly pause and like tunishly processing that you grew up together.
I don't. I must be really bad at math.
Not grew up like, well, 8 grew up with me, I
Oh,
guess.
that makes more sense.
Wait, are you 6? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I think they're
Okay.
6. I do not. I shouldn't get caught up on this right now. What are we
Was
doing?
that story or you saying that?
Both.
Tyird. Okay, Tyird is still just looking up at story with happy little bright eyes, big eyes.
Stop looking at me like that. What are we doing?
Well, you asked me how old I was. Little 8 called you an evil word. And you said you had a promise today. And you said you were curious about me. I don't think it was in that order, but that's what I remember.
Something like that. I am curious about you. Mostly because you might have bones. I'm not sure if you have bones. Do you?
Do you have
Okay.
bones?
Sometimes.
Oh. You can shapeshift bones or not?
Yeah, I can do like. I can mimic material anyway.
Oh, right, because you look plushy like
Yeah,
me.
and typically when I do that, I don't really have bones.
What does that mean?
Um, I've never had to explain this out loud to anyone before. There's well, a lot less thought goes into it now in Inkwell, but um, I I got to think about it a lot. Um, I mean, it just happens now, but there's a lot that goes into it, you know, like having bones. Um, so if I do this, and very quickly they turn back into that larger dragon shape, um, I kind of have like a makeshift plastic skeleton that I've made, but it's not really in the arms and stuff. I don't really need it with all the plush.
Oh.
And they go right back.
Sorry. Does it feel different to be different materials?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be not plushy?
Oh, it's kind of hard to parse that.
They're looking at you very intently, Story.
Oh boy. Oof. I don't know. Like the only thing I'm thinking of right now is like temperature. Um,
Temperature?
I'm oddly warm right now, actually.
What?
But
Oh, I know what warm feels like.
They seem a little disappointed.
oh, I'm sorry, little thing. I don't know how to describe this to you.
It's okay. Hmm.
It's like um heavy. It's heavy.
Heavy?
It's like heavy and well, I can't speak for you, but when I'm a bit of a different texture, uh I'm a little less temperature sensitive than I am like this,
They nod.
Hmm.
which is why that had come to mind, I think. Um I don't know. I think heavy actually is the best way to describe that. There's you feel all the weight on you.
They kind of wiggle a little.
Hmm.
Disappointed?
Nah, just thinking.
Sorry?
Oh, Discord? I said,
Nah, just thinking.
Okay, what about? Did you? Um, no, actually keep going. What about?
Being heavier.
Um, do you not like being plush?
roll insight.
And I remember what my insight is this time. 14.
Hmm. They do noticeably fidget at that question, and they just kind of shrug. Um, I'd I'm gonna not give you too much for that one because I feel like this would be a thing Tyird really wants to keep close. Um,
Okay.
you can tell there's an emotion about that.
Hmm. I'm gonna DM you real quick, Pengu.
Oh, okay. Can't imagine why.
Is that a yes? Um, there's an emotion about that. um, are you sad? You look sad. Um,
I'm okay.
They're not okay. They're thinking.
oh boy. Oh boy. Um, well, I mean, I think I have an idea, maybe.
They perk up visibly.
An idea?
I better not regret this. Um, you got to
Uh,
promise
I can do promises.
5 minutes.
5. I don't know how to count minutes.
Uh, then okay, promise when It's done when I say it's done.
Oh, I can do that.
Promise. Do you have pinky promise?
They have like mitten hands.
Hmm.
I don't have pinkies.
Handshake. Shake on it.
Okay.
They will hold out their hand to you.
Okay. And Story shakes your hand.
Roll
That's promise
perception.
enough. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that.
Did you?
I did.
12.
Ah, you piece of shit. Sorry, 12.
Something feels weird about their hand.
Is that
You're not
enough?
sure what.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah, that's promise enough. Okay. um, 8. And he goes, yes. If something goes wrong, I need you to get Lewis immediately.
Oh.
And he goes, okay. It kind of looks up from the comic a little bit.
Big siblings doing something stupid again.
And Story, begins to dig through a, like, locker-looking closet thing, and is sorting through it.
Tyird follows behind you closely, very intrigued.
Okay, just a second.
Okay.
And eventually, he pulls out a carpet.
Oh. What's that?
Right. So, you said, I better not regret this. You said that you were curious about, the shapeshifting thing and, being not plush. So, this thing here, it's not exactly science. I think it's I should figure this out, actually. I'm sorry. I think it's magic. It's not mine. It's Chloe's. Don't tell her I'm using it. I was told not to touch it again.
Oh. You didn't promise, did you?
I didn't promise.
Oh, okay.
And I did have my fingers crossed anyway, so just to be doubly sure. So this is kind of a you get to be me for 5 minutes.
They kind of look at you, look at the carpet, look at you, look at the carpet, look at you, and then starry eyes.
Okay? And you promise we're gonna undo it when I say so.
They nod very enthusiastically.
Sweet. Okay. It's just until I say so.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and Story lays the carpet down on the ground, right in between Tyird and themselves. And he goes, "Okay, so just stand on it and move around a bit, like friction, just get staticky about it.
They hop onto
Like
it and
this." And Story, staying on the other side of the rug, drags his feet back and forth on it.
and Tyird is gonna hop onto it and like wiggle their feet around. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's partly happy wiggles, partly constructive friction wiggles.
Now, I do have to say, I don't remember exactly how this happens. Chloe and I used this before, and I think it might have been different than how it is in Gravity Falls.
I have not watched
I
Gravity
can't recall.
Falls.
I like Gravity Falls. Anyway, whatever the case, there's probably like a flash of light or something, or like a zap, or a or whatever the fuck. Sorry, I don't know what that was.
You make amazing
Um,
sounds, Mac.
Thank you. I try really hard. Um, and then with let's say a zap.
Zip.
A moment later, Tyird, you are tall.
I think they immediately fall over.
Tyird, have you... Quick question, Pengu. Does Tyird
Uh-huh.
feel pain?
That's dang it.
Normally?
You're making me think about questions I should have thought about. I'm gonna say yes, but like dulled.
Well, it's not dulled. You fall backward, and hit your elbow where there is a bone.
I think they just kind of sit there a second and just like processing, and then they go like, wait, do they have their voice or Story's voice?
They do have stories, voice.
Okay. I think they like sit there for a good second and then go like, ow.
Oh shit, do you want me to mimic your voice? Oh, hang on.
You
How
gotta
do
do this.
do your voice for Tyird again?
Hi, I'm tired. Little kid voice.
Oh, okay.
Whee!
Yeah, like this. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, shit.
Tyird like Tyird does a little like ow and then like clasps a hand on their mouth.
Ta-da!
Happy wiggles. Happy wiggles. Hey Stora, you feel weird.
You having fun? Uh... Thanks, I think. Thank you. Thanks.
Oh
So
no,
do
that was
I'm...
me, that was me, not Well, I guess they would say that also, but
okay.
Story, you
I
feel
can tell. um, sorry.
It's okay.
Miscommunication, my fault.
It's okay. I am realizing that Story's voice is kind of just your voice, and our voices
It
sound
is.
really similar. And Tyred's voice sounds a lot like Little Eight's.
Yep.
So this is causing some confusions.
We'll get used to it. Anyway, story feels weird. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah. Um, well, I don't just want to give you everything, but I also want to give you everything because it feels really, really weird. You do not feel like you do when you shapeshift to a plushie.
What does it feel like then? What is it? What am I feeling?
Warm. For one.
Oh, then I should tell you, story is cold-blooded, normally, so you're kind of
Oh.
cold.
Tyird is like happy wiggling, and then they're like, ooh. Oh, wait. Oh, chilly.
Yeah. Yeah. This is...
They're gonna try
You're
and get
very
up.
weird. You're very strange.
Is that bad?
You've... No, I wouldn't say so. It's just very weird and odd. Hmm.
They're gonna try and get up.
And he's like examining his own arm. Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you do a, I guess a dex.
And I feel like that would be stories, like, because Dex is like a physical stat.
You want my dex? No,
Yeah.
I okay, this has been argued on, but I personally think dex is more of a not exactly a physical stat.
That's fair. I will
So
use
this
my
is
Dex then.
I know it's like supposed to be. It's like
Because it's like strength, Dex, and con are the three that
yeah.
you stick with.
You can use mine if you want.
I think it would be fun. This person's
All right.
reflexes.
Let me give you my straight dex then. That would be a +3.
Okay. Well, we got through all that to figure out it's the same as Tyrd's. 8. They are like
no,
a newborn.
it's very, very difficult.
They are like a newborn giraffe.
You having trouble there?
Crumbs. I gotta. Yes. Yes. A lot of trouble. Their legs are long.
Only sometimes.
They look at you and look down at their legs, and they are gonna try to shapeshift to be shorter.
Okay.
What do I do
I don't
for that?
remember what. Yeah, I don't remember what I made Chloe roll last time. I think it might have been wisdom.
I can roll wisdom.
It might have been wisdom. Do me a wisdom at disadvantage because you have no clue what you're doing.
Okay, wisdom at disadvantage. Got it. Well, their wisdom and intelligence are the same. 8. And nat 20. But it's the disadvantage, so 8.
Oh. Damn. Yeah. You don't know what you're doing. How do you try to shapeshift?
Squish.
What was that? Sorry, you cut out.
Squish. They just like imagine a squish.
Squish.
They just imagine the squish.
All right, then I will say that it doesn't exactly work. I think I think you're like trying to get it to work and it doesn't exactly work, and then at some point it does a little bit, but it's wrong and you don't expect it and you fall forward again.
They land on their face. Ow. Bones hurt.
Okay, well, don't hurt me too bad.
Sorry.
Don't I know it?
They pull themselves up again and they kind of look at you and blink. A big blink.
Just try again. Stop looking at me.
Sorry. And they're gonna try again. On their legs. Can I roll a dex again?
Yeah. Right. You can. And I want to roll an investigation on myself, if you will.
Please do. Also, Tyird got a 16. I think they stand up.
16? I think you stand up.
Yay! Oh.
I got a 24 on investigation.
You don't feel bones. You don't feel bones, but it feels like something inside you is trying to be bones, if that makes sense.
Oh. Oh.
It's you.
So if I like grab my own arm, do I like feel anything in there?
It's there's definitely like give.
Sorry?
There's definitely like give, like squish, but not like
Mm-hmm.
stuffing squish. It feels more like jello.
Mm-hmm. Oh, oh, not good.
Oh, I should have tagged body horror. I didn't expect the body swamp to happen.
I didn't either. I didn't either. That's a thought I just had. You're on your feet.
And they still kind of wobble a little as they stand up, and then very happy smile. And I think Tyird is used to having a happy tail to wag. Did Story have a tail shapeshifted?
No, but if you think about that happening, you just all of a sudden you just have one.
Yeah. And like they feel the tail wag and they look back there and it kind of shapeshifted to look much like their normal tail. They kind of frown at it and try and shapeshift it into a different type of tail.
Now that one you'll have to do another whiz for.
Absolutely.
I'll give it to you straight this time.
Okay. 8.
Nah,
They just pout a little.
It's just not changing.
They pout a little. Changing is hard.
And if you look over at Story, they just go, uh-huh, and they're just kind of like staring at his own hand.
Tyird blinks at that, and I'm gonna roll like a d2.
For what?
They just for whether or not they do something about that.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of blink at you and then go, they're probably fine. Well, they don't say that, but they kind of like shrug with that thought, and they try and walk around.
All right. I think after you've stood up, you kind of know what you're doing now. Um, so you can walk around just fine. Now you're just taller, and I think that uh the descriptor of heavy makes sense now. You moving your legs is a little bit more effort than it would be when you're plushing.
They notice this. They
I
notice
think.
this. And they're intrigued and they're
Hmm?
learning new things. They're having the time of their life. Story's not.
Pengu.
Ah, crumbs. Did it happen again? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I hope you can hear me. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
It's just
Hello?
the way the cookie crumbles.
I
I
fixed
guess.
it.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Anyway, Story's not having a good time.
Story's having a weird one, but I wouldn't say not a I wouldn't say a horrible, bad, awful time. Just an odd one.
Very odd. Does Story want to do anything about that?
Right. You're running around now. You're distracted.
Yeah, they're scurrying about. Doing like big long
Would it
leg
be awful for me to try to draw blood? Would it be awful for me to try and draw blood?
Is it in character for Story to do that?
They're conflicted.
Roll a d2. Or something.
He's very curious.
Or roll like a wisdom to resist. It's fine. Tyird has mending. They have mending specifically for this purpose.
I think he decides against it. I think he decides against it.
Oh,
I think
boo.
he.
I mean, Story could ask.
No. You've been science experiment enough.
Okay. I could give you something fun though, but you've decided against it.
I have morals.
Eh. So is Story gonna do anything besides try and draw blood?
I don't think so. I think otherwise they just like climb up onto a stool and watch Tyird for a minute.
Tyird is walking around with like big. Mac, you gotta read that one.
I need to read this out loud. I need to read this out loud. Because I think this is exactly what happens. Lewis, thank you, I love you. Lewis says, Story thinks, should I? And imagines a tiny Chloe in her mind who nods excitedly, and then decides against it then and there. Which is probably exactly how that goes.
It's like, oh, Chloe would do this. I shouldn't do this.
Should I do this? This sounds like something Chloe would do. I should not do this!
I should not try and draw blood from the child's body.
I'm gonna be responsible.
Story's gonna be responsible, goodness. Shudder goes down Story's non-existent spine. Currently non-existent spine.
Yep.
Well, currently feels like it's trying to be a spine, but doesn't have a spine.
Don't tell me that. They're confused and a little afraid, but,
Yeah, it's like, that's the best way to describe it. It's like, you don't have bones, but it feels like something inside you is trying to be bones.
Ugh. She climbs up onto a stool and just watches you then.
You know, I'll also extend that. It kind of feels like that about, like, every inner part of you, like organs. Like...
Oh, ugh.
Tyird drank vinegar. But, you know. But yeah, Tyird is walking around and they are doing, like, big, long leg struts. And they might fall over once or twice again, but they catch theirself because they don't want to hurt you. And you can hear, like, a giggle every so often.
Okay. Over all of these, numerous falls, 1 damage point is taken.
Owie.
Which is impressive.
Every time they fall, they say, like, ow, and then kind of look back at you and sorry. They apologize for
It's
every
fine.
fall. They aren't even, like,
I've gotten hurt worse.
Oh. They kind of look at you. Hurting hurts.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Uh-huh. And they kind of like walk back to you in their little happy bounce, that tail wiggling.
I'm surprised you didn't change more.
Well, I tried to change the tail, and it wiggles a little.
I'm not very good at it, though.
Well, you just gotta like you gotta think about it really, really hard. Uh, sorry, I'm a bit distracted.
They tilt their head at you. I'm
Think
gonna
about
roll
it.
an insight. I'm gonna roll an insight. 14.
Well, yeah, distracted. um, it seems like he's trying to figure something out. I wouldn't. I know I went ugh verbally a few times, but I don't think Story is actively uncomfortable. I think he's just puzzling.
I think Story might still ask, "Are you okay?" Or tired. Peck.
A little confusing.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm doing just dandy.
Okay. And they're gonna like wiggle their arms
As I was
again.
saying, um, just think about it really, really hard. Imagine it really hard in your head, and then kind of piece together how it would happen in front of you, and then I don't know, it happens.
They look back at their tail, and they're gonna think about that, and they're gonna think about a furry tail. A fluffy tail.
All right. I'll have you do wisdom one more time, but I'll give you advantage.
Yeah. That's an 18 already. 18, both.
All right.
I guess it's 18.
Well, yeah. I honestly, even though it's such a high roll, I still think that you struggle with it. For a minute, it's not happening exactly how you think it should, but and not immediately, but it does.
And they
There you go.
beam. They beam and wag the tail.
Easy. Easy as pie.
I did it. I did it.
There you go.
Full body happy wiggle for a moment, and now they do a strut around the room again, but this time with fluffy tail.
Right. Now if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to have me back, please.
Oh, it's been 5 minutes?
Probably.
Okay.
They're gonna walk back to the carpet.
And we do the same thing one more time.
Yeah.
Didn't last very long, but they that same little shimmy and then the zap, and now we are where we're supposed to be. So he goes,
Yeah.
okay. I've got some notes to take.
Tyird wiggles a little when they're back. And they're still smiling. They had a good time.
There, you happy? You had fun?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna put this back. And leave it alone. Okay.
That was fun.
You're welcome. All right.
They're
Well, oh
Now
yeah.
you're gonna...
I was just gonna say they're looking up at you very happily, and
Are you gonna do your promise thing now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Head tilt.
Probably. You can do an insight if you want.
They will. uh, Wait, yes. 14.
It's pretty obvious he's been putting it off. I don't think you can get exactly why, but there's just like the hesitance, the not wanting to follow through with this.
Do you not wanna do your promise thing?
No, I do. I do. It's got to be done. I just
Oh.
feels weird. I'll just get it over with. It's got to be done.
Okay.
Um,
Are you gonna open the box?
no.
Oh.
No. I don't want well, it's if I open the box, it's a super special secret. Sorry. And it's for my eyes only, so yeah, no, sorry. Whoopsies.
Okay.
They pout.
You know what? How if you stop by a little later, um, I'll tell you about it a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Right. Okay. Guess I'm gonna get to it then.
So I
Um,
gotta get out of your lab.
you gotta get out of my lab.
Okay.
Be gone.
Okay. Wait, before I
Nice
leave,
hanging out.
I have
Hmm?
one more question.
Yeah.
Do you like hugs?
Uh, um, yeah. You want a
Okay.
hug?
Yes!
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Uh, and Story gets down on their knees and opens up their arms.
And Tyird is gonna give you a big hug. You can feel that give.
Yeah,
That squish.
you're warm.
Does Story say that?
I think they mumble it a little.
Tyred's like ear twitches.
Oh. Is that bad?
It's very interesting. But no, it's not bad. It's most things are warm.
I'm interesting.
Yes, you're very incredibly interesting.
Yay.
Now get out of here.
Okay. Thank you, Nick Story.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna wave at Little 8 as they run out too.
8 is still kind of has their nose in the little comic book, but once it realizes that you're leaving, it peeks out from behind it again, and then lifts its arm up and does a big wave.
Bye, Lily.
Goodbye.
And then they run out the door.
And I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Does Tyird just immediately leave? Just dart out and that's it?
What's the alternative?
I'll have you do me a perception, actually.
Yes, I'd like that. I'd like perception. $19.
Okay. The door doesn't fully close, let's say. You run out the door and you realize that you didn't close it all the way. And when you go back to close it, Story is carefully taking the things off of the box. And it begins to shake and clank and clatter a little bit more violently now. Um, and very
Tyird is,
quickly, Story reaches his hands in. Hmm?
Tyird is gonna cover one of their eyes because Story said it was for Story's eyes only.
Ah,
But Tyird thinks
loophole. I
they can
like you.
yeah. So they cover one eye.
um, Story sticks his hands into the box and pulls out two little metal things with light bulb heads, and they are fighting. uh, and I'll let you do another insight. This time with advantage because I think that it's kind of painted all over his face.
Okay. 6. Glad the insight. 10.
10. I was gonna have the DC be 10 anyway, so there you go.
Okay.
He looks kind of sad.
Oh. Hmm.
He pulls them out of the box, looks them over, and looks kind of sad. Um, and then eventually straightens up and goes, "Right, okay, back to work."
And Story tucks out, Tyird tucks away from the door.
Okay, and I think that's a good place to end it.
Tyird will come back to Story later, but what they're gonna do is they're gonna kind of like run around the tavern and ask, like, probably Chloe at the if Chloe's at the bar, like, what is McStory's favorite drink? And they're gonna bring Story a cup of their favorite drink because Story looks sad.
It's more vinegar.
They're gonna bring Story a cup of vinegar.
Okay. That's all I've got for you.
Yeah.
Thank
Also,
you,
something that
listeners.
something that occurred to me that I should have mentioned while they were body swapped. Tyre doesn't need the glasses.
Oh, okay. Story needs his.
Tyre does not need theirs.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, listeners, present, future, blah 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 blah. Blah. You get the drill.
Yippee!
And good night. Bye.
Good night. Oh wait, I
Ended.
gotta end my recording.